y'all, Toms are clicking here. Welcome back to the kitchen. I'm going to do a meal for you today. I got me a boneless piece of pig here. You can call it a filet, call it whatever you want, it's boneless. I made a rub for it. I've had the rub sitting on it for a couple hours now. The pig is sitting there resting. It's almost room temperature now. I'm going to stud some garlic in there, shove it in the oven for an hour or so. It'll be ready to eat. Along with the pig, I'm going to make some parsley red potatoes. I'll make some caramelized onions. We're going to serve that, the pig on top of the caramelized onions. And we're going to do some black-eyed peas with jalapenos and bacon. With that, let me get started here. Go cut some little holes in here. Shove some garlic in there I got cleaned. Just do whatever you want. Just put some garlic in there. Just gives it a little more flavor. I got 3 or 4 cloves of garlic here. Let them don't want to cooperate. Just shove it in there. Turn it over and do a couple on the other side. If you got green onions, you can also do that with green onions and garlic. Shove a piece of green onion in these holes. Put this in the oven about 360, 370 degrees. It's probably going to take hour and 20 minutes to cook. You want the temperature to be about 155. I don't like to cook it much more than that. Pig they make nowadays ain't like the pig they used to make. So you don't have to cook it to 220 degrees anymore. And we're going to go in the oven.
Go.
Okay, I'm going to cut up some onions here from my caramelized onions. I didn't go to chef school, but I got a pretty easy way to cut up an onion. Watch and learn. Cut the ends off, set it down, cut it in half. Peel the top layer or 2 off. That's all you got to do. You don't need to wash an onion, just peel a layer or 2 off. And then just go across. And you end up with slices. Don't that neat how that works? Okay, I'm going to keep finished cutting these onions, and I'll be back in a few. Okay, got me some potatoes cut up, red potatoes here. See, there's this cut up. They're all pretty much the same size. Just put them in a pot of water, throw them on the stove, turn the stove on, let them cook. I'm going to need parsley for these potatoes. I got a bunch of parsley here. Now I just got to chop it up. With the parsley, I'm going to put salt and pepper and butter in the potatoes. And that's pretty much it. Now I should have put a wet towel underneath this cutting board. They keep it from sliding around on me. But we can live with this. Parsley's about chopped up. That's about all you need. Don't have to be real rough, real fine or nothing. That looks pretty good there. Gotta cut my jalapeno up from my black-eyed peas here. Just slice it in half. Take some of the ribs out, some of the seeds. Don't have to be special, don't have to be perfect. Leave a little bit in for some of the heat. about all I'm gonna need. Guys, up earlier. Just one slice of bacon. I just chopped it up in little pieces. I'm gonna throw that in the pan. I'm gonna let it render down. We'll use the grease and what's left of it for my black-eyed peas. Then earlier today, I trimmed up a little bit of that pig and took some of that fat off there. Almost made me some cracklings, almost. I'm going to dump that in there too, a little bit of that grease. You know, bacon fat, it's good. Can't hurt you. We're just going to render that fat down out of that bacon now. Okay, time to put these onions in the skillet. Got my onions all cut up. Got my fire on medium. Put olive oil down here in the skillet. Dump the onions in there. Get this on medium. I'm going to cook them down, give them a little bit of color. I think it's probably going to take 15 minutes for these to get done. We'll add a little bit of pepper. Remember, always use that fresh cracked black pepper. Never use that canned shit. That ain't right. Never, never, never use that stuff. I'll let these cook for a few minutes. Then I'll add a little bit of salt to them. Right now I just want them cooked down. Okay. Look at my onions here, y'all. They're starting to get a little color on them. I still got a few minutes to go yet. Got my bacon back here for my jalapenos. Or for my black-eyed peas, not my jalapenos, but gotta render that bacon down some. I'll take the pig out of the oven now. I think it's done. Boneless pig, y'all. Don't that pretty? Let that rest for about 15 minutes. Hopefully the rest of the stuff will be done. It'll be time to eat. Bacon's about where I want it here now. I just throwed my jalapeno in there. We'll let that sweat down for a minute or so and then add my black-eyed peas to it. Yeah, I'm using black-eyed peas out of a can today. They're just as good if you doctor them up. My onions are still cooking. They're starting to color up on me. We're not long from dinner here, y'all. Okay, pig's cooked, y'all. Onions are down there on the plate. I'll throw some butter in this pan here. I'm going to put my parsley and my potatoes in there, a little salt and pepper. Potatoes cooked and drained. Put some pepper in there. I like pepper, so I'm going to keep grinding. Potatoes need salt. Make sure you salt your potatoes good. I use sea salt. I don't use none of that Morton's cardboard, whatever that shit is. I don't use that stuff. I would use kosher salt, but I'm not a Jew.
Pete, you can't.
So now we're just going to let this sit there and melt that butter for a little bit. Got the black-eyed peas here. Don't they pretty? They're ready to go. We're about 2 minutes from eating, y'all. I may show you a finished plate here when I'm done. I may not. Simple cooking, y'all. Simple cooking. There's nothing difficult here. Anybody can do this. If you don't know how to cook, just get in the kitchen and do something. Remember, cooking is like sex. The more you experiment, the better it gets. You can't go wrong. Just keep going, baby. That's it. Alright, forgot my parsley, y'all. All that talk about sex got me confused. Dump the parsley in there. And just stir it up. You got parsley red potatoes. Butter's all melted. Got the salt and pepper in there. We'll make a little bit of mess. That don't matter. We're just cooking. It ain't rocket science. Parsley red potatoes, y'all. You can't beat them. Time for us to eat now. Okay, y'all.
See
Here's
ya.
my finished plate. We got some pig here. Little herb rub on it. A little studded with the garlic a little bit. Parsley red potatoes, black-eyed peas with bacon and jalapeno. I got me a cold drink in my hand. I'm ready to eat. Anybody can do this, y'all. It is very simple. Knock yourself out. Try it.